So as per last week's video, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. If you haven't subscribed, you better subscribe. But there's some changes for the Unimog happening. They're going to happen today, so we are on our way to see what it's all about. So stay tuned. So here we are. You guys have probably worked it out by now. So thanks to Jai, aka Unimog, I've been corrupted. So we've just purchased a Jayco Penguin to put on the back exactly like he has. So I'd love to say I'm going to take the credit for it, but it was his idea. I'm going to put the link in the description, but Unimog on Instagram, very nice guy. But yeah, that is what the secret's been. So it's going to be a busy few months, 2 months for our July trip, getting it modified and put on the back of the Mog. So stay tuned. Here we are, people, back at the new workshop. Actually, look at the view I have from my new shop. Hey, unreal. Anyway, we all know how much I like my good views. So we're back at the shop. You're probably all wondering what's going on. So here it is. So yesterday we picked up the Jayco. We are now going to modify this to go on the back of that. So we all know that I'm pretty anal about the height of my truck. So this height here is no taller than that height there on the truck. So my plan was to always build some sort of pop top, and I've said that a few times in different videos. But a very bad influence, aka Unimog, has done this conversion to his Unimog. So follow him on Insta, I'll put a link in the description. Nice guy. So once I saw it, I thought, you know what, you can't build a full pop top back with everything in it for less than you can buy one of these caravans. So my plan was to run with the setup we had for, you know, a year or so, and then slowly build one. But after watching Jai's conversion and what it looks like and how it fits, I thought, you know what, that is so much easier. So yesterday we picked up the Penguin, and that gives you a rough idea. So we're sort of level with the back there, and we got a bit of a gap here. I'll explain how that gap works in a minute. So the fit is pretty good, considering it's an off-the-shelf thing. So I'll set the caravan up, and then I'll run you through what mods we've got to do to make it fit. First time setting the awning up, so I'm pretty sure I did that wrong, but anyway. So there we have it. We've got an awning. I don't know, the Army 45, whatever that. So it's a decent size, plenty of thing. That's with it all jacked up. So let's have a look inside. I'll show you what we're looking at. All right, in we go. So first up, we'll look at this side. So we've got a little dinette here, and that actually folds down between the two cushions and makes another single bed. So yeah, somewhere to sit and eat or have someone sleep. 90-litre 3-way fridge, which I am probably going to swap out for a just a straight 12-volt fridge, but we'll see. 4-burner cooktop with a grill, some storage there, storage over here, sink. That's a mains hot water, which I'll hook up to my pump that's on the water tank in the Mog, so then I have running water. And that's just, that pump is like a hand pump thing, which is going to come out because I'm getting rid of the water tank that's under the caravan. Storage up there, double bed. It's actually quite comfortable, surprisingly. We got aircon up here, which isn't something I wanted, but it came with the caravan, so we'll keep it until I tear it off with the tree. But anyway, aircon flap. That's the door, rest of the door. So the door is a full door. And then under the bed, pretty much all there is storage. So that'll have all the batteries, spare parts. On gas struts. So batteries, that's just 100 amp hours, so they get replaced for 400 amp hours. And there, so all that storage for spare parts and stuff. And yeah, so that's what the inside looks like. So how are we going to make it? So how are we going to make it fit? Well, I'll tell you. First up, we're getting rid of all this. So this piece of plastic with all the lights, the spare, so that'll get taken off and just a flat sheet put across. So looks like we can unpick it from here. Then we'll just make an extrude and put a sheet. So basically it'll flatten it up to this line. So we're going to gain this much space. So that's going to be one of the first things we do. Well, actually we're going to do it both ends, so front and rear. I'll show you the front. So the front has this big toolbox thing, or whatever you want, a storage box, which is no good. So same deal, we're going to unpick it. So basically the van will be there, that dimension. So we do that, set this back edge pretty much against the tailgate, which is why I've tried to sit it next to the van. But so that back edge will pretty much be where that is there, because that's how thick the tailgates are. So from there all the way forward, and that will give us at this end 200 mil. So the caravan will finish roughly where that is, okay? And then I'm going to build 250 litre water tank and 160 litre fuel tank that will sit between the caravan and the headboard, for water and fuel, obviously. So yeah, so that's how it is. And the awning, obviously you're going to ask, how am I going to put that up? Well, I'm going to take it off here and put it, this isn't going to make sense to any of you at the minute, but it will in a second. So then it'll get mounted along here, either here up the top, or if, depending if I got the height, underneath these latches, so I don't have to move them. Now the reason for that is I've got to flip the caravan around, so turn it front to back. So the back of the van will be at the front and the front of the van will be at the back, purely because otherwise the door, that door right there, will be right above the kitchen, and hence that's going to cause a whole world of hurt. So Jai's caravan is flipped the other way because he doesn't have a kitchen, and I don't want to remake the kitchen. We like the kitchen, we like living outside. We didn't buy this caravan to live inside, we just bought this caravan as a nicer place to sleep and get out of the weather, basically. So yeah, so this caravan will flip 180 degrees, so with the awning on the other side, it'll come out over the kitchen where we're going to live predominantly most of the time. Yeah, it means the stairs will be on the other side, we've got to walk around, and there'll be no shelter over the stairs, but shit happens. Everything's a compromise of some sort. So there it is, that is going to end up on the back of that. So now we got to get it in the shop and start tearing it apart. We're planning to do this 4-week trip in July, so I need to try and have it all sorted by July. So stay tuned for part 2.